Hello, my amazing people. How una dey? I also not dey fine. I don't bring another gist, another apropos wey be say concern for a beautiful and talented dancer, model, singer, Cora Obeidi. My people, if una dey follow me, una go know say I don dey follow this matter kite. Finally, Cora don come out, come reveal most secrets wey make their marriage collapse, and also she and her sister talk about so many things, my people. Abeg, if na today na be the first time I take dey come across my page, make una no fail to like, press the bell for more notification, and also make una follow me for my Instagram at Isioma Osaze and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Matilda Film TV channel.
This is what we want to talk about. Let us bring to the stage Nancy Ume, and I want you guys to go to her page and show her some love this morning. Go and show her some love. This is the most amazing. Nancy Ume, oh my God, is your skin for me? What? Did you do like a chemical peel or something?
My sister, the way pimples wanted to finish.
Oh, your face is looking like Athena Robo. So fresh. Oh my God.
I haven't done my night routine. Wow. Your camera is so clear. How come? How come Nigeria is like this?
It's ring lights. It's ring lights. This, you guys, welcome my sis, my everything.
Hello, buddy.
She taught me how to dance. She taught me how to cook. She taught me how to braid hair.
I didn't teach you how to dance. Oh no.
Okay, then you remember teaching me how to dance.
I did not teach you.
You took me to your.
We just happened to be dancing at the same time.
You taught me how to dance, and we all know that.
I taught you how to. What did I teach you? I didn't teach you how to do anything. You are just you trained yourself.
You taught me how to dance.
I just made
You taught me how to dance, to cook, to everything. You bought me my first dance shoes. You can't remember?
I know, I remember that one because I kept looking for. I don't know.
You bought me my first dance shoes. This is my mom. And it's crazy because she's just 1 year older than me. But she is like my mother figure. Like, anyway, this guys, I'm just missing you.
Guys, please, I'm not a mother figure. Not that old, I beg.
You're just 1 year older
I'm feeling my 30s, because
light years more mature.
He said, they always come to my like, good evening, ma. Good evening, ma. I'm like, hey, Jesus. I beg.
Anyway,
it's not
so
that
please
serious.
introduce our topic for today.
Hello, everybody. You have a lot of people on your live. Wow, this is interesting. You know what 10,000 people look like in a stadium? This is a lot of people.
Okay, so what are we talking about? Should I introduce it?
Okay, so you guys, I joined Facebook for the first time. I joined Facebook, was it last week? And immediately I came on Facebook, and the first time you put my handle on your page, you said you guys follow my sister, Nancy Ume. So a lot of people just came with drama. And then the first couple of messages I got really got me thinking about 2022, motherhood, being a woman in 2022, and what the society still believes a woman should be, or what a woman should look like and be like. So I came on Facebook, and the second day, I got 4 messages from 4 men, 4 different men, as in they looked like they even came from different countries. And then the most interesting one said, oh God, hold on. I think I did a screenshot. The most interesting one said, oh, you are here on Facebook to, what's that thing I sent you?
You're here on Facebook to destroy your marriage, like your sister.
So you two, you come on Facebook to end your marriage, something like that. Trying to make it look like I really wanted to hear this person's perspective, because me, I'm not used to you guys, I try to understand why somebody would say some things. So apparently I asked him, why do you think my marriage would end? Because I've come on Facebook. And he's like, well, go and ask your sister's husband that says social media is one that destroyed your marriage. You too, you have come to Facebook to destroy your own marriage. You will not leave Facebook now. You have come to, I'm like, whoa, okay. So I asked him, do you realize that Facebook is actually people's full time. Like they don't have any other job. That's their full-time job. Or because you see it as a social media platform, you just believe that content creators are jobless and they have nothing to do. And so that is why I said, okay, we have to talk about this, because it looks like that energy is what, you know, people believe. That's what they bring to your page. And they need to be educated. If this is now in a very neutral ground, we're not saying, oh, haters. No, because really they might not be haters. They might just not understand that content creation is a job. It's a full-time job. It's a job that requires your attention, just like a regular 9 to 5. Sometimes you cannot have your children at your job, you know, at your job. You spend 8 to 9 hours at your 9 to 5, you know, regular people. And the moment a woman picks up the phone and says, okay, I want to create content, is look at it, oh my God, you don't have time for your family anymore. You don't have time for your children. Oh my God, all you care about now is social media. You are a narcissist. You have no, it's like, that's what I need us to talk about, because it looks like people don't realize that it's a job that requires attention, that requires a lot of, what's someone calling me? That requires a lot of attention, because it also brings money. So I want you to give me, if it's possible, I know you don't like spilling anything about your personal life, but I want you to tell me how you started and when it became a problem. Was it before you started making money? Was the support there before you started earning? Was it looked at the same way before you started earning and after you started earning? So that's what I really want to know, because, man, we need to talk about this thing.
Thank you, You've always been an intellectual. You've always been the smartest one of all of us. You've always been the brainiac of the family, and thank you for bringing this topic up. A lot of people complain about women not being, you know, proactive in family life. They don't contribute 50-50 to financing the family's needs. And they also complain that women go out to look for work. So if you take up a job, you're a bad mom. If you decide, okay, let me pick up content creating and create content at home, you're looked at as selfish, narcissist who loves herself, and content creation, like any other job, requires is years. You have to put in years. It takes practice. It takes a lot of dedication. But it's the only job that will allow you to have your kids there while you do it. You're working from home. If you make your first few dollars and you beautify your home a little bit, you keep climbing the ladder of better and better content. You become your own boss. It gives you the peace of mind of not having to wake up to a screaming boss, of not having to run out of the house early in the morning to go to some job that you might hate. And for me, the beginning of content creation was not even for money. It was for putting my music out there. Social media was a...
What you hope that your music will get you money? I mean, of course, I remember, I'm sorry, I just had to turn on the fan because I started sweating like a goat. You know, we're in Nigeria. I hope you can still hear me. Can you still hear me? Remember there was a time you were feeling bad that you were not contributing, you know, in a very big way. And I was telling you that, you know, it was the same for me too. At some point in my life, I was not contributing. And I remember you were feeling so bad because you were getting heat. But you were getting a lot of heat for not contributing. So, if the only way to actually contribute and be at peace with yourself is content creation, why are women still being bashed for the same thing? Because I really need women to understand. Because most of the men bash too because they really don't understand. Most times when they understand, they're like, whoa, wow. Okay, so this is a good opportunity. Except the person had, let's say, an agenda from the get-go to be controlling. Because I think everything boils down to control. I'm married to a correct Naija Igbo guy. And you would think that, oh, control is going to be from this side of Africa because, you know, of the patriarchy and the, you know, in Africa. But now that I'm starting to analyze this, like going back to the beginning, I'm thinking that this was all a control game from the beginning. And the moment there were issues with controlling, that's where the problem started. That's where social media became a problem. So you see what I'm saying? I'm saying, why is it that women are expected to earn. And then the moment they start to earn, it's a problem. You know,
I
and
actually believe that this has been a problem from time immemorial. It's not just with any race, forget race. It's just financial independence for a woman and how it is a threat to some men's masculinity and their ability to provide for their children. And if a woman begins to do that, if a woman begins to be financially free, not having to ask her husband for anything, it could play on some of their insecurities, thereby leading to some, abusive stuff, which can in turn contribute to. You want to see your auntie?
Yes.
Judy. Judy.
Say hi.
I'm going to see you very soon. Do you know that?
Said you look very
Say hi to Cheche.
Your cousins. Oh, my boo boo. Say hi.
Hi.
Look at your.
She's not even looking at the camera.
So beautiful.
Look at Boo Boo and
What?
Boo Boo and
Hey.
my daughter look.
You don't know your nephews, do you?
They look the exact same way. Boo Boo and my daughter. They look alike.
Hey, Jesus.
You don't know that a house. Donut house.
Yeah, that's Auntie Nancy's house.
Mommy, I see my house.
Yeah.
The donut. The midnight run.
You should just call me.
No, she said she started saying master for some reason. I don't know what that is.
What did you just say?
Okay, you're gonna have a lot of fun at the playground. I'm gonna take you there, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Go meet Auntie Amy. She's gonna give you some of the cookies that I gave you.
You have a lot of interesting comments in your comment section. A lot of women are saying, well, it's true. Do you know, I know a woman who, when I started YouTube, Chacha, calm down. She was in my culinary school and she knew how to cook really well. And she had the dream of becoming a YouTube content creator. She saw people, doing that full time and she really wanted to do that. And then she started off on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Facebook picked up really fast. And then she made her husband her admin. And this is a true life story now. True life story. In 2020, she already had like 50K on Facebook. And then that's when all of a sudden, the guy started saying, you're not contributing to the house nowadays. Everything in your life is about social media. He was an admin for a long time. And then she called me when we were still in culinary school to say that, Nancy, I've been logged out of my page. Nancy, I can no longer access my Facebook. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I can't access my Facebook anymore. My husband has logged me out. Like, he has logged me out and I don't know what to do. And I was like, oh, I was still on YouTube. I've never come to Facebook. I didn't even know that Facebook was, could be monetized. And I was like, why? She's like, oh, that he started saying that she was not taking care of the child, her child. She had just one child and she was pregnant. And she said that even a pregnant man can't even rest. They're coming on Facebook. What are you coming to do? That she come and start cooking online and then delaying his food. But not cooking enough for them. So it had taken over their life. She had to change it. No, please. Okay. So she had to leave. And then they kept having fights. And then one day, she just woke up, came back from antenatal, and she was locked out. And she was like, Nancy, Edro, what is going on? So, yes, that's.
So I'm gonna divulge some personal details because you're my blood sister, right? And we're talking in public. It's a public forum. Up until the beginning of this year, I had Justin as an admin in my Facebook. And there had been constant, everyday, problems with my time on social media and all of that, up until when it started to pay. Once the money started to come, it now became go, 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 my student loans, go, 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 my student loans, right? And so that is what constantly was my day. Wake up, do it because it has started to pay, right? Well, before it started to pay, I was being called all sorts of names. There was heat. I was called a leech, a parasite. There was nothing that I was not called when I was not monetizable, you know? And these are these things that I did not want to talk about. But you're my blood sister, I will speak. You know, these are the things that we have to talk about based on the fact that when the money starts to come, they want to claim ownership of it. Like you are their property, so your money is their property as well. And if there's no money,
But funny enough, this guy liked the fact that she was earning. But I don't know, they got into a fight and then it was boom. Looks like you don't even know your place anymore. It's like, so let me just, put you in your place, and then he locked her out. And I'm like, he started claiming that social media took over her life. And this is someone that spends at least 10 hours away from social media every day. When people say, oh, you live on social media, can't you go and rest? You do some rest. They're always on live. I'm like, how many hours do you come on live every day? It's 1 hour, max 2 times a day. So max 2 hours a day. These are people that have 9 to 5 jobs. So they spend at least 8 hours at their place of work. So I'm like, okay, so if you see this thing as just fun, and somebody is coming live twice in a day, less than an hour, and you think that it's okay to drag the person because you feel like the person is now living online. Because that's what he said. He said she was living online. She said, Nancy, Joe, please, I cook 1 hour a day.
I think that it's an amazing opportunity for the modern woman, to be honest, because content creation has now become
1 hour a day. You have time for your family, and they're like, oh no, yeah. I said, if you dedicate, you cannot grow your page if you don't dedicate time to engage, to do other things. You should dedicate the same 8 hours everybody else dedicates to their own separate job. So why is it that anytime someone picks up the phone, it's like, narcissist, you're the one, you are living on your phone, you have no time for your family. I'm like, okay. And you know one thing I wanted to say, as a public health professional, when people talk and I see comments online, I'm like, hey, do you know the definition of a bad mom? Do you know the most important indication for motherhood, whether or not it's good or bad? It's the child. When you look at the child that the person is taking care of, you should be able to tell whether or not that's a bad mom. Okay? So someone said, Nancy, they are playing too rough. No children, they are playing too.
You should be ready. You should be ready for those kind of comments, man. It's coming.
Anyway.
It's coming.
Anyways, how can somebody say that someone that's been taking care of the child since she was born, the child has never been sick for 1 day, the child has never been admitted in the hospital, the child has never had a reason to be hospitalized, come online and say that this person is a bad mom? I can't understand it. In my mind, I'm like, I see patients, I practice clinically, I see patients, I have a course where I see parents that have 9 to 5s and their children are sick every month, basically having the flu, catarrh, malaria, TB. I'm talking serious conk illnesses, and these children are children of 9 to 5ers. Do you get? People are not looking at those people as, oh, you have such a bad mom, you don't have time for your children, you're always going to work every day. They want to have time for themselves. They want more time. They wish they could work from home, but they can't. They can't afford to. So but why is it that the concentration of the entire world is on this woman that is on social media for 2 hours a day, posting once or twice a day, but somehow she's living online? Because
they spend the time to watch me and then rewatch my video. They spend more time on my social media than I spend creating the content, and it's appalling because I will always advise any woman that has, like, for me, I was an immigrant. I was coming, I hadn't gotten my green card, so I couldn't work. The only thing I could really do was content creating. I had the talent for dancing. I said, okay, I'm going to pick up my phone, pick up a tripod, I'm going to start creating content. And I will always advise any woman to start creating content. Content is the future, and it is the future. And the 9 to 5 is phasing out.
It's the new gold. It is the new gold.
9 to 5 is phasing out, and people are not going to be able to do the 9 to 5 anymore as much as content.
Especially
Yes, as content creators, you are able to max out your income, passive and active income. And people do not believe this. They think that no, I'm just here to show.
maybe you should tell them. Maybe you should tell them that look, if you are on Facebook, maybe I should tell them because I'm starting to see that Facebook is something. I mean, I just joined Facebook and I've been reading a lot about how Facebook can be monetized. For the women, listen on Cora's live. Hello, Cora's fans.
This is my elder sister.
If you are a woman,
this is my big sis, my blood.
hello, people.
So,
yes. Hello, Cora's fans. So, just in case you are wondering what Cora does online, please, this is her main job. This is her 9 to 5. This is her full-time job. Facebook pays her. I'm sure you already know. You guys send her stars. It's important for her to stay here because she earns here. And if she doesn't show up, she's not going to earn. And she doesn't earn, she won't be able to care for herself and her family. Okay, it is important for everybody, if possible for the husband and wife to be earning a side income from social media in 2022. It is important, especially living in America where everything is expensive. I know how content creators in Nigeria are balling. Like they are on all platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, they are monetized everywhere. And these guys are living better lives than even the best engineers working in the best companies. So it's not nice to bash people. I saw those messages and they're from men and I'm like, I have to talk to you about it because that's the way they see you and they feel like, oh, they're coming here to destroy your own marriage too because social media spoils your sister's marriage. I'm like, social media didn't destroy the marriage. That's not what destroyed it. It's somebody's ability to earn and someone's, oh my God, it's not happening situation that spoils that marriage. So I'm just saying that please, you guys, when you want to talk, imagine yourself earning too from Facebook, not just being a spectator. Imagine yourself owning a page as well. And also try and work towards owning a page because my sister has opened my eyes to this thing and I cannot believe my I cannot believe my eyes. She kept saying on Facebook, even myself at some point, I was like, you too, Sam, you know, go rest. Because the way they are saying the thing is like, you even leave it on Facebook. But now that I'm on Facebook, I'm like, I've gone live. And I practically came back to work, went live, cooked dinner,